Our Sunday lectionary cycle has 3 years in it, A, B, and C. We currently find ourselves in year B, hence reading from Mark. Yet we're going to take a little time off. And for the next 6 weeks, we're going to be reading from John. Now, most homilists I know dread this section of Cycle B, because for the next 6 weeks, beginning today, we are going to be reading from what's known as the Bread of Life discourse. For 6 weeks, homilists are challenged because Jesus is going to get up for the next 6 weeks and we're going to hear him call himself the Bread of Life. He doesn't do it today. He starts off in a different, but this is the official beginning of the Bread of Life discourse. And so it's a challenge, and I ask you to bear with me patiently. As we heard the miraculous feeding of the 5,000, what struck me first is something that I touched upon last week. Jesus has been traveling around with his disciples, and what have they been doing? They've been working. And he goes to a quiet place. He's just getting ready to sit down to get a little bit of refreshment. And he looks up, and he sees that vast crowd. I don't know about you, but on a hot day, after you've worked hard, would you probably grumble if you saw a bunch of people coming at you, expecting you to do something more? Yet Jesus is ever patient. And then there's that little game, if you will, between Philip, Andrew, and Jesus. Jesus knows what he's going to do. He's going to perform a miracle, and he's going to provide and feed the multitude. He doesn't complain. He simply provides. And that, I think, for us, should be our springboard as we begin the Bread of Life discourse. We have a God who provides for our every need. Our every need. He also uses us, because as you've heard me say in the past, we have a very selfish God. He uses us to make his works abound in the world. It happened again just at the 10 o'clock as I was waiting, saying hello to folks gathering to celebrate the Eucharist this morning. I see people coming in with bags of food that are going to be brought to the Solanus food pantry later this week. He uses us to provide for the needs of those less fortunate in our community. That's just one example. But God provides, and he uses us to get that message across and to get that message out. Now, you shouldn't feel used in a negative way, because you're making the works of mercy known, the corporal works of mercy. When we feed the hungry, we help to provide for those who are less fortunate. He is the God who provides. This bread of life we are going to be meditating on for the next 6 weeks. Let's remember that our God goes above and beyond to provide for our every need, no matter where we are on our faith journey, no matter if we are spiritually high or spiritually low. When we ask, he provides for our every need. 5 more to go.